YouTube? It's your boy Riz Ill, and I'm back on the channel with another one. And today we're going to be watching a Steve Wilkos. I'm going to be reacting to a segment or a title called Selling Child Porn. This one over here from, like, I paused the video as it starts. It says over here, a mother was accused of selling child pornography. Again, like, bro, like, you'd think that the men would be more accused of this type of shit. Like, but it seems every Steve Wilkos I've watched, right, the ones I've reacted to, it's like the men are accused of pedophilia, and then in terms of this, the women are accused of selling and capitalizing off of this, you know? Which makes you think, like, who's the boss over here in terms of, like, these activities? Like, who really succeeds at this? Because now it's like the men just participate and get in trouble. The women profit off of what is happening and then get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's some pimp shit. That's some Godfather shit. So today we're going to see whether this mother, I guess, was actually selling child pornography. And was it her child? We shall see. Let's get to it.
Felicia, what happened the night police raided your house?
On October 31st, the Texas Rangers with 4 police officers came knocking on my door. As I approached the door...
The Texas Rangers are real. Wait. The Texas Rangers are actually real. Like tell me the truth. Whoever is watching, the Texas Rangers, like, they are a real organization. Like, I am African. Listen, I've only watched, like, the movies, and I think I've watched Walker, Texas Ranger. But I didn't think they were actually real. I thought they were like Hawaii 5-0 or something. Like, Hawaii 5-0. 5-0 isn't real. Is Hawaii 5-0 real? Like, what? Wait. So the Texas Rangers are real, huh? Okay, wait. Let's see what else. Shit.
They gave me, I guess it was a search warrant, and they basically just came in and they searched in my house. They basically ransacked my house is what happened, for evidence that they never found. And they basically told me that somebody had accused me of selling pornographic photos of my child. And I explained to them that I did not do this. I'm not that type of sick person. And it hurt me deeply because my child is very close to me, and no child deserves to go through that pain. So as I was sitting there, the CPS lady came in. She told me to go to her office. I volunteered to go talk to her maybe for like an hour or two. Told me that somebody had basically told them that I was over there selling pornographic photos of my child, which is something I can't do. You have to be sick-minded to even think like that. So as I was sitting there, she asked me, well, I guess they also had accused me of drug usage and prostituting. And I admitted to what I was doing in the past.
So those 2 claims against you were true?
Yes, in which I had admitted. But like I told them,
what kind of drug use?
I was using meth on and off, and the prostitution was back since, I want to say, July. And I admit,
July this year?
Yes, sir. And so I admitted, and I sat there and I told them with tears, I couldn't do something like that to my child. So she questioned me for about 2 hours. So as I went home that day, they kept my child there with no evidence, and now they're basically accusing me of being a sex offender, which I don't understand why.
So there's an open investigation into
There's an open investigation, but they have not charged me with anything.
You ever take compromising photos of your daughter naked?
No,
or?
I've never have. That's sick.
You did meth around your daughter?
I didn't do it around her. She was in the household, but I just...
Well, if you're in the house, you're doing it around your children, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's something I'm not proud of. I made mistakes. I'm not the best parent, and I'm sure nobody is either. But,
yeah, but most parents aren't taking meth or prostituting themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I make mistakes as a parent, but I'm certainly not using illegal drugs in my house. I'm not prostituting myself. You know, I'm not breaking the law.
I understand that, but at the same time, even though I was doing what I was doing, that's just something I'm not capable of.
How can you take care of a child when you're high on meth?
It's just, it was a mistake. Everybody
It's not
makes
a mistake.
mistakes.
You're taking it intentionally.
I hate when people do that. You know, when people like say like they did something but it was a mistake and forgive me because I made a mistake. Mistakes is you did something without knowing it was wrong and then it was a mistake because you don't know where you at. It was mainly out of ignorance or out of the fact that yeah, ignorance basically. Innocence, ignorance or otherwise. You just didn't know. Like you are not used to whatever is happening. You're not used to that world. You haven't been. You don't know the dangers. You know, babies make mistakes. You know, babies make mistakes. They'll stick their hands in sockets. They'll do this. They'll do that. A lot of the time, it's not like the parents have already told them, hey, in case you stick your hand. You think of sticking your hand in the socket. Don't do it. It's bad for you. You know, that's a mistake. You know that parents have to watch out for. Now, in terms of certain life situations, in terms of drugs, in terms of even like, I don't know, promiscuity, in terms of even basic relationship shit, like cheating on your significant other or whatever, it's not a mistake. You made that choice. The urges were there. You were maybe feeling like enticed or by the drugs, or you were feeling horny or whatever it is. You knew the repercussions. You knew this isn't bad for you. You were told this isn't, you knew this wasn't good for you. You were told this isn't good for you. You were told this is wrong. Innately, you feel it in yourself, this is wrong, unless you're built different. Unless you're one of those sociopaths or whatever. One of those unfeeling type motherfuckers, bro. You knew it was wrong, but you still did it. That's not a mistake. It's a choice that you made. It's a choice that you consciously made saying, I'll deal with the repercussions later. I've been in that situation. Not with drugs, but with women, where I've been like, fuck it, I'll deal with the repercussions later. It wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. It was a choice. It was a choice. I remember each time I was thinking, even in terms of masturbating and shit, in terms of, pornography and all of that, I had that thing in my head where I told myself, I'll deal with the repercussions later. It wasn't a mistake. Same with you, motherfuckers. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. You chose to deal with the repercussions later. Deal with the repercussions, damn it.
So if you're high on meth, is it possible that you did something inappropriate with your child?
Even though I was high on meth, that's just something I'm not capable of.
Why would somebody say this about you?
I was with this person for a short amount of time, and like I told them,
So you think somebody's doing it
out of
for
retaliation.
Retaliation. What's happened since you've been accused?
It's just, everything's like a roller coaster. 1 minute, my family's talking to me.
Did your daughter get taken away?
She's temporary taken away.
Well, she got taken away.
Yeah, she got taken away. She got taken away.
Do you see her?
I see her every Thursday for an hour. I'm doing what I need to do in order to keep myself sober and to get my child back to where she belongs.
Okay. And I got to imagine that the investigation has to be cleared up first, right?
It has to be cleared up first, but like I said...
And if you're found guilty of this, I got to imagine you'll lose custody forever.
Yeah, but which I'm not going to be found guilty. That's the thing.
Okay.
From day one, I've told the law enforcement everything they've needed to know. I haven't been charged with nothing.
Or indicted or...
No, nothing.
Okay. You have a boyfriend now, though, Justin, right?
Yes. It's been very hard for us.
Why is it hard on him?
It's just, I guess he's going through something with this, where he's at. And I can't, at the moment,
Fuck her excuses. He is dating a single mother who's an ex-prostitute and meth head. She has more bodies than John Wayne. And on top of that, she is now being accused of selling child pornography, which could be linked back to him. They always go after the boyfriend too, because they could be like the boyfriend is also involved. He is in a precarious situation. You as a man, Steve Wilkos, what the fuck are you asking, Steve Wilkos? Come on, Steven. Come on, man. Hey.
can't be around any kids. So it's hard for both of us as well.
All right, Justin made a tape, your boyfriend. Let's watch that.
My girlfriend Felicia is getting accused of taking pornographic pictures of her daughter and selling them over the internet. Because of all this, her daughter got taken. Sheriffs came into the house, and they took her phone, and they also took her laptop. I wasn't there when the cops came in, and so when I came home from work, cushions were left up, the bed was left up. I seen everything taken out of the drawers. I knew something was going on, but I just didn't know what. I finally found out that the sheriff took Felicia and her daughter to the CPS building. Once I got to the CPS building, I finally got to talk to Felicia. She told me that she was getting accused of taking the pornographic pictures of her daughter. And that's why her house was all destroyed. They didn't find any evidence. Only thing they told her was that they was going to keep her electronics until further notice. I believe that she's innocent. I know Felicia as a great mother. Every time that she is with her daughter, she takes good care of her. But as a result of all this, until the investigation is done and cleared up, I won't be able to see my children, and it makes me angry, and I'm very upset about it, and we need to get justice for Felicia.
All right, let's meet your boyfriend, Justin.
Hey, Steve. I believe Felicia, and I believe that she's innocent with these charges.
You don't believe that she's taking pornography?
You know I'm laughing, dog. You know I'm laughing. Usually when a nigga pops out, right, whoever, the man, the woman, whoever, when they pop out and then they come and then they say, hey Steve, and then they go, I believe in my partner, or I believe in this, I believe in that, I stand with them, I love them. The crowd usually claps for that shit. For these two, they didn't clap. They didn't move a muscle. They just stood there like statues, like looking at them like, yo man, shit. Hey man, people don't like your asses, bro. People are looking at y'all suspiciously already. Shit.
Graphic pictures of her daughter.
No, sir, I do not.
And why don't you believe that?
Because the 3 months that I have been with her, even though it's a short time, she has
You've been with her how long?
3 months.
Do you really even know her?
Yes. Yes, sir, I do.
You do know her?
Yes, sir.
Do you know that as recently as July she was prostituting?
Yes, sir, I do.
And that she's
Pussy is a powerful thing. Pussy is a powerful thing. I don't know if women really know this. I know some women do. Maybe for the wrong reasons or the right reasons or whatever. But some women, especially like some of my friends, in terms of like girls like that I'm friends with, like I could have this conversation with some of them, not all of them, because some of them they're too innocent and I'm like, nah bro, I'm not talking to her about this. But some of them you could have this conversation and I'd still believe like they wouldn't understand what someone means when like the shit you have in between your legs will make a man like go the furthest away from reality as humanly fucking possible shit. Like women watching this, you don't understand what you have, but it can burn down fucking kingdoms. Look at this guy at 3 months. 3 months, I know her. I know her. I know her. Shit.
takes meth
Yes, sir, I
around
do.
her children?
Yes, sir, I do
And this
know
is
that.
somebody you choose to be with.
Well, that's the past. Everybody have a past.
Yeah, I would say the past is like if you say 2 years ago, not this few months ago.
To me, anybody can change, and she showed me since I've been with her. She have
How
not
did
been.
she show you?
She have not done any drugs. The prostitution have stopped. I even explained to her when I first got with her that all that have to stop because I do not do any of that. I see a change in her, and I'm going to
How did you
continue
see
to
a
back
change in
her
her?
up.
When you first started seeing her, she hadn't made any changes.
She have made changes since I've been with her.
When's the last time you did drugs?
I want to say back in July. It's been a couple months, but I've been
When's the last time you did drugs?
July
No, try again.
the 18th.
Nope.
September the 18th.
There you go.
I have,
This bitch is still a method.
but like I said, I've been completely sober. I wouldn't lie
Since
about
September 18th. When did
sir.
you two start dating?
We started at the end of September.
End of September.
Once this test comes out that
Okay,
she's
you
innocent.
know what? I guess I got to clarify myself a little bit here. What I'm upset about, what I don't understand, is you're not with your kids right now.
No, sir.
because you choose to be with her.
Yes, sir.
This is somebody you've known for 3 months.
Months and years does not make a difference on a relationship.
It's
if you
not
love 'em or
even.
not.
It's not even 3 months. It's like 2.5 months, and it does make a difference.
Like I said, at the end of the day, for the drugs and the prostitution, that's all cleaned up.
Before
She's
you
gonna
met
take
her, were
the
you
class.
putting your kids to bed every night?
Yes.
And now you're not.
No, sir. And that hurts me.
Because of her.
And it hurts
But
me.
it's a choice
Okay,
you're
I understand
making.
that, but I'm making a choice because, like I said, she's going to do the right things.
You don't pick a woman that you.
This is some biblical shit. This is some biblical shit without God's influence. Like, I think I've cited a scripture where I don't know, God made, I don't know whether he was a prophet or a character in the Bible, to take a prostitute as his wife and for her to sire his kids. But that was like by force. By force, you are forced to choose this promiscuous and honestly dirty woman. Dirty woman by the standards of not only our society but our spirituality. And you're forced to pick her as per God's plan. That was the gist of the story. I don't know whether it was punishment. I haven't read that book yet. I am still on the book of Ezekiel right now. I'm finishing the book of Ezekiel, right? This shit is a whole other tier because no one is forcing you. You have free will. And you choose a prostitute, an ex-drug addict. Fuck X. She's only been like clean for like a couple months. I don't even know when this was released. They say in July, they say in September. Like, this woman is, she's, bro. Hey, bro, pussy is a powerful thing, bro. Pussy is a powerful thing. Hi.
You've known for 2.5 months over them.
And I tell him, I tell him to
You
go
tell
see
him?
them.
Why don't you kick him out and say, when I'm cleared up with this and we can all be together, then you can come back.
And that is something we should have talked about. But like I said,
Aren't you being a little selfish too?
I'm just trying to get what I need to.
What happens if she fails?
So I'm not gonna fail.
If she fails today, what would you do?
If she fails, I'm going back to my kids.
You're going back to your kids.
No, I'm going back to my life because I cannot be with someone that have done, if they have done that to their kids.
Prostitution is okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. But like I said, nobody's perfect. I know I'm not perfect. Those are
Okay, I'm going to state for the record, I, as a human being, am not perfect. I am far from it.
And
But
everybody.
what I don't do is put my kids in dangerous situations.
But not everybody.
Felicia came here. She's accused of child pornography. She wanted to come here, take a lie detector test, and clear her name. And we gave you a test, and we asked you, did you ever take naked or partially naked photos of your daughter to sell? You answered no. Did you ever sell naked or partially naked photos of your daughter on the internet? You answered no. Did you ever give pornographic photos of your daughter to anyone on the internet? You answered no. The results came back all the same to each question, and they came back that you told the truth.
I told you. I did not do this.
You haven't gone to rehab, right?
No, they're in the steps
Okay.
of putting me in rehab.
Okay,
which
so
I agreed
I'm just
to go.
telling you right now, as of taking no rehab or getting any medical treatment for this powerful drug, you haven't changed. There's no way. There is no way. Because we all know what meth heads do. They'll steal, they'll lie, they'll strip anything down to get what they need. And you didn't just decide one day to say, I'm going to stop doing meth. It don't work like that. And I know that. And everybody knows that. Pretty much everybody except Justin. So, as glad as I am that you're trying to make change in your life, which we want. I'm not trying to belittle you and not make you change, but I go through life and I just read, I pick up the paper and you read all kind of crazy stuff, and you wonder how people make these choices, right? But it's a newspaper, so you can't ask them. But I got a guy on my stage and I say, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? And nobody's telling you can't be with her, but go over there and spend a couple hours with her and then go home to your kids. this helps you when you go back home and you show the police and everybody else that you took this lie detector test, you passed it. And I hope, seriously, in the future you make better decisions with your kids. You can exit the stage.
I called you.
That's the end of it. Thank you, Steve Wilkos, for that final word. But honestly, yeah, you see that all the time, bro. You see that all the time, especially with men. Not just regular guys. Like I've talked to my mother about this, right? Whereas like people of in the Christian community, we call people that are not living a Christian life or not like dedicated to their Christian like values and all of that. We used to call, or I, since I'm saying used to because I'm not that involved, I'm more of like a self-study now, studier guy. But let's just say in this instance, we call them people of the world. And what I have noticed or have seen in my experiences in life, because no matter how young I am, I still have experienced shit, and I'm here to gain more experience in life. The people of the world, the men of the world, it's a little bit more black and white than the men within like religion and like, like our faiths and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys, when they get fooled and shit, it's like they're more free and there's less weight on their shoulders to make the right decision and all, because they're already part of the world. They've given into their vices. They engage in different like sexual acts and sexual things, and they date prostitutes and sex workers and strippers and women on OnlyFans and all this whole different wave that we in around the world. And like for them, it's a little bit more black and white, right? But for people of the faith, you see this all the time in terms of they'll 1 minute, like especially like I'll put my hand up and give my testimony and say I have a parent, a father who did the same thing, where 1 minute they're a family man and they're doing this and they're respected within the faith and all, and the next minute they go and they out here doing sneaky shit. And bro, I don't even think it's the devil, man. Or maybe it is the devil, who knows. I just think it's a matter of self-discipline. I just think pussy is a powerful thing and it can make you act foolish. And whenever you're in a situation that you know you're gonna be making the excuse, it's a mistake in the future, the best thing to do is to pull a Joseph in the book of Genesis and run like you're scared of that woman. Surprise this bitch. She's in your room and whatever, she's taking her clothes off. Surprise the bitch. Run away just sporadically, like she must think you mad. Leave your clothes over there if you have to. If she rips your clothes, I don't know. And just run for a while, run for a mile. Not just run out of like terror for what is gonna happen, but run just to walk off that like, sexual lust and all of that, Because when you like really horny and stressed out, and then like you exercise, and then it's like you get a boost because you're so amped up, full of testosterone and all of that. Run, dog. Run, because it's not worth it in terms of making. You make certain decisions in life. If you're gonna be in a polygamous or polyamorous or whatever relationship, if you're gonna sleep with a bunch of people, make that decision and live with the advantages and disadvantages of that. Just like if you're in a monogamous relationship, dedicate yourself and live with the advantages and disadvantages of that. I would say, however, a monogamous relationship is a lot more beneficial just due to the less, like, you deal with less complications, bro. I just feel that way. I've never been in a polygamous relationship or whatever, but it seems like you guys who are in those relationships, you go through a lot of shit compared to us monogamous people who are just like, one person, one way that we're dealing with things. There's not like a bunch of people in the house sleeping with the same person, and different conversations are being had. Then women are having children, and now their children are fighting over like some shit, and they're feuding, and I'm from this mother, and all of that shit. It seems like a lot to control, man. Stop being weird, people. Gain some self-control. And that's been me. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notifications. I'm sorry for taking so much of your time, and welcome to my channel. God bless you. You take care.
This beat too hideous, my flow too insidious. This shit just got serious, so mysterious. What you doing, Phineas? Whole game too oblivious. Pocket silliest, and my crown imperious. Woe is me, they pity us. They all idiots. My spit game the chilliest. Pop, pop, pop experience.